What is up, guys? So, back at my garage, finally. I do miss being in Justin's shop because he had all the cool tools and he had a lot better lighting than me. Working there, I realized how much I really need to invest more in my shop. I really need to suck it up and finally just save some money, buy some new lights, and hopefully save up for a lift because that would be fantastic. So, hopefully that will come soon. I really need to get some lights in here because it seems so dim, but whatever. So, today we're starting off a little bit late. This whole build off this past week has basically messed up my whole sleep schedule just because we've been at, might not seem it, but we've been at the shop almost to 2 o'clock in the morning every single day. So we're kind of all thrown off, but of course we gotta get some stuff done today. Can't slack, gotta keep going at it. The big thing for today is power steering stuff, and I'd love to start putting my front end back together. We'll see what that ends up, but okay, let's start with the power steering stuff. So if you guys watched the last video, you saw I got a Chase Bays power steering kit. Now what this comes with is 2 high pressure lines, both going to the rack, a low pressure line going to the pump from the reservoir and whatnot. So I'm pretty happy with it. It's nice, it's sleek, matte black, all braided lines, pretty cool. This is actually for a Sylvia, and I've been told that the rack fittings on the Z are the same, so this should work. So it works out pretty well. Now the big thing is trying to mount the reservoir because I don't want to mount it in the stock location because it'll look a little bulky and I don't think it'll fit. So I'm trying to put it behind the strut tower. So I'd love to tuck it, you know, like back here, but I really want to utilize these mounting holes right here. 1, because they're already threaded, and 2, I feel guilty, you know, drilling holes into a strut tower, especially with it, you know, freshly painted. So we gotta mess with this bracket and see what we can make work. And hopefully these lines fit, and hopefully they're long enough. I know a few guys were asking about this. I talked about it quite a few times. This is the MAF wire, and I didn't count for it being this short, so I'm gonna have to extend it. So that's why I have it so close to the header. This is the far as I can get away from it. Just to drive it back from Justin's shop, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna extend it and basically wrap it around the front of the engine, just so it shares this loom right here and it looks nice and clean. So don't worry about that. But so my thought process right now is gotta make sure the reservoir is higher than the pump. If the reservoir is lower than the pump or about the same height as the pump, air will actually want to build up in the pump and it'll cause it to cavitate and it'll ruin your pump. Now, with the LS swap, I have an issue with it because I tucked my reservoir underneath the nose panel and it puts it about the same height as the pump, and my power steering gets a little iffy if I'm really banging on it. Now, it would really screw me over if it was a drift car because your power steering fluid puts in work on a drift car. For the Z, a little bit of a street car, mostly like a pretty car. Doesn't really give me an issue, but for the SRZ, I want to make sure that it's as perfectly functional as possible. So we got to make sure the height of the reservoir is high enough. I'm entertaining the idea of putting it in the nose panel, just like the Red Z, basically so you don't even see it, because it would be really nice to not add anything else to the bay. Now looking at the kit, it seems like I should have just enough give in the lines to basically reach to the nose panel. So we're gonna see. All right, so we have the line coming off. I'm draping it right now. If I was to leave it, probably not even trying to hide it. It's actually a very good looking hose, so I won't even mind just kind of like having it hug the frame rail. Still looks nice, not worried about it. For this, seems like we have just enough room, or actually plenty of room, but like a perfect amount actually. We could hide it down there to mount to the reservoir. So the only problem is the power steering pump, the inlet points backwards. I'm gonna take this fitting off and hope that this one is symmetrical and we could just flip it. That will be sick. If not, we can cut and weld it. So let's do that. Just like I thought, this fitting isn't symmetrical. So what we're gonna have to do is cut this literally right here, rotate it and weld it. It used to point backwards towards, you know, where the stock res would be. But what I wanna do is have this point forward and down like this. So we can go underneath the turbo piping, through the radiator, and then right here where the reservoir is going to be. What's going on? So I cut my little inlet for the power steering pump. And so what we're gonna do is mock it up where we gotta put it. If you can even see it, I'm gonna have it tilt down just like that. And we're gonna weld it up and we should see if Justin can work his magic. And just like that, Justin came to the rescue and somehow managed to weld this thing beautifully, even though it's like the trashiest of metal. Look at the coating on this thing. Burnt off into like this weird white film. whatever. Clean it up, paint it black, put it in, be all set. So quickly mounted up the pump. We decided this is probably the best location. Now it would be a little, could probably get a little bit more height out of it if I put it like right here, but it'd be hard as hell to mount. I was able to use, basically, I was able to use the headlight bucket right here to mount it. I'm gonna hook up the line to the rack right now. What do you do? Pancho.
Good and stiff, yeah.
All right, so the lines are ran through to the pump. I was kind of hoping it would be tucked a little bit more, but that doesn't really look bad. I could live with it. I mean, it's a good looking line. I should have angled it out more just so it was hidden underneath the intercooler piping more, but whatever, it'll work. So I'm gonna make this line sit all nice and flush because it's just kind of loose. I feel a little guilty not using OEM bolt holes like I'm used to, but I just through bolted the bucket. Has this like pretty good. So now last thing I have to do is just mock this line up. And so I don't have any P-clamps. Like I want to basically run this line nice against the frame rail. So I have this like nice against the frame rail, even though you do see it. It's an appealing line, so it doesn't really like add any bulkiness to the bay. I'll leave that loose for today. Unfortunately, I'll make a trip to the part store, get some P-clamps, make it look nice, but for now we'll just get it together. Last piece is the high pressure line that goes from the pump to the rack, and that has to go underneath the car, and I've got to make sure it goes above the steering rack, and it looks a little long, so we'll see how we can get this to fit. There's like no wrong way to do this, but it's just like, I literally have like a foot of unnecessary hose.
It's that long?
Oh yeah. So this, like I was saying before, this power steering kit is for Sylvia. It has the same rack connections. The only problem is the lengths are a little bit different, and as you could probably tell, it's a little on the long side. At least I think so. I could definitely get away with like way smaller. This worked out really well actually, because the high pressure line is actually hidden right behind the power cable. See that third line on the left? Yeah. Perfect. Nice and hidden. Can't even see it. As mounting that line up, we're all set. As you can see, the bay doesn't get any more cluttered, and I'm really happy about that. The reservoir's about an inch higher than the pump, and we should be all set. So that was pretty straightforward, not too difficult. Luckily, Justin saved the day by welding the inlet for us. So last thing I really want to get done for this day is I want to get most of the front end back on. Why not? So gonna throw the fenders on first. I want to use nice, clean hardware for like the fender top. What do you want to call this? The fender lid, whatever. I don't know. What would you call that, DJ? Fender sill?
Fender sill.
I don't know. That makes sense. I don't know. Right here. Of course, I don't have any, so I'm gonna put like 2 bolts in there in the meantime, and then once those come in, I'll put them in. It'll look a lot nicer. So let's get to work.
Let's do it.
Things are just as dirty as the rest of them.
Let's put some tape.
Oof. Like I was saying before, I don't have the hardware in yet, so we're gonna throw some crusty boys in here in the meantime. These upper bolts are the bolts that are like the easy bolts to put in, so I'm not worried about it. The lower bolts and like the underneath bolts are the ones that are a pain in the ass to get to, so we'll bang those out. All right, so front end is back together. DJ and I like did a quick half-ass like hand detail just so it doesn't look so like all dirty, but it looks sick. It's so crazy to see the front end all back together. It looks so good. It makes the SR look so much more like tight now because it has all like, you know, extra whatnot. But if you go, the side looks so ugly. It still looks like such a stock Z. Ready for this? Looks like a boat. I gotta lower this thing and put side skirts on it ASAP because like that really brings it together. And I really want to get wheels. I want to get wheels first just because it does the most, you know what I mean? And it looks good, and I don't really want to lower the car on these like beefier tires. I'm kind of waiting for, you know, a good winter deal to pop up because as you guys might know, in the winter, people usually let their wheels go for pretty cheap just because it's an off season. So waiting for a deal to pop up on something I like. We'll find out. I might buy some cheaper wheels in the meantime, like get some like MB Battles, because I can get a pair of MB Battles used with tires for like $500, and they look sick. So they look good on everything, don't they, DJ? Yeah. MB Battles look good on everything. So let me know if you guys think I should get MB Battles in the meantime, just so it kind of looks cool. One, I could always use them as drift spares, and two, like you could sell MB Battles like all day because it's probably one of the most like universally good looking wheels for Japanese cars. At least I think so. These blinker markers right here, they're orange. I know you can get them in clear. I've yet to find the link. So you guys, I'm making a mission for you guys. Find me these in clear. I cannot find them online. I don't know if I'm just doing a bad job, but I know you can get them in clear. I've seen them on Instagram on JDM Cars before, but I cannot find them. Help you, boy, because clear would look a lot nicer. We also got the timing light. RJ brought this over today, so hopefully tomorrow I'll get the camera angle sensor all timed up so the thing will actually run pretty mint. Can't wait to get this thing on some new wheels, fitted nice, and get it running nice too, of course. Doesn't it look so funny?
I'm so excited to drive it. Oh, really freaking fast.
That's cool. Car's coming together. Hopefully tomorrow I'll make it run well. We'll time the camera angle sensor, all that good stuff, everything I've been talking about, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, Jimmy. I get it. We dropped 2 new things of merch 2 days ago. Steffi's wearing one. We got the new t-shirt, which I love. This thing's
really
sick. I think we're gonna do stickers of that too, which is awesome. I love the design. And we also got a new beanie, which is also sick. Of course, I don't have it. I had it early. Go check out the new beanie, new shirt on the website. Remember, guys, every dollar I get from that basically goes right into this car. And there's still quite a few things I need for this car or want because I want to make this thing really cool. So you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And Stephanie,